With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Cliff Lee is on the hill here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Jonathan Lucroy makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one as we get underway in Philadelphia. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk, pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
And the count will be full. Lee gets the sign on his way with the 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Eric Karros, who you focused on.
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He's been hitting the cover off the ball lately, batting over 350 in the last 10 games.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, will miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Reyna is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Batting 4.
Chris Carter will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter, so that's where you...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing happening against Cliff Lee here in the first. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Willie Peralta, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1-3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Odubel Herrera is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Carter is up with it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Craig Gentry will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Reined in on to first, and there were 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters. He's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield. Always an asset in any game.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 2 out, nobody on. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Braun. Still going back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Such a good start to the inning. He kept the ball down, got 2 ground ball outs. You're thinking, hey, he looks like he's in charge out there. But then he makes one mistake to the 3rd guy here, and it winds up leaving the yard.
Jimmy Rocha will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Jimmy Rocha.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High pop up. VR is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. 2nd inning coming up, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Kirk Neuenhuis will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Lee's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Domingo Santana will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Hit hard to the right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
Aaron Hill will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw in time, and Milwaukee, they still trail. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, anytime you hit over 400 for a 10-game stretch, you're going pretty well. And his last game was a great indication of that.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Hard hit towards center. Oh, and he botches it.
Boy, that's a little surprising right there. I wonder if this ball maybe knuckled on him a little bit right at the end. There's no way he lost it in the sun. It wasn't hit high enough.
Freddie Galvis will come forward now, and like so many of his Phillies teammates, really thrives here at Citizens Bank Park, as is reflected in his splits. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. hit hard on the ground towards second. One there. On to Carter, and it's in time for a double play.
I think this one falls into the category of tailor-made. Here you go. 1, 2 hops to second, the feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
Standing in now, Carlos Perez. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Neuenhuis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down quickly go the Phillies. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. The city's founder, William Penn, seen there at Top City Hall here in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Number 7 will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Hernandez is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Settling in now, Willie Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though, so he's going to have to go grab a seat.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Jonathan Villar is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, and he misses it. Lucroy will hit third and head for the plate. And the run will score all the way from first. It's 1-1. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1. Cesar Hernandez will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night.
Hernandez.
To short, hit hard. Villar moving to his right and reined in 1 away.
Batting 9th. Pitcher.
So 1 gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the Fightin' Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. And that'll be taken down by Hill, and there are 2 away. Odubel Herrera will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Craig Gentry will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there. And all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Santana on the move, and that ends the inning. Chris Carter is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Grounded back up the middle. Galvis has it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Center fielder number 10.
Striding into the box, Kirk Neuenhuis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. It's a fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Right side hit hard. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Pereira is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Aaron Hill stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Number 7.
Number 7 gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Maikel Franco is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Peralta sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Line to the right side. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Get out of here.
Jimmy Rocha in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year.
Well, it's business as usual for them. They lead the National League in that department, so you can tell they're really a gap-to-gap team. And anytime you can wall up double baggers like they can, you're producing runs. Quite a luxury to have.
1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Digging in, Carlos Perez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lined hard toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Cesar Hernandez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lays off 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
A little bouncer. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Willie Peralta, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But, hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Hit to third. Franco has it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the fifth.
now batting, shortstop
Jonathan Villar stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still trail it here 2-1. Cliff Lee comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
catcher.
Peralta gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Sinking line drive out to right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Oh, and he botches it.
Now batting, center
Now to the
fielder,
plate, Odubel Herrera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
And he takes ball one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this one-run lead.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Craig Gentry stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. The second for one. On to Carter, and it's in time for a double play. Michael Franco strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Looking to keep this a one-run game. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1. So he's able to come through here with two away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard.
There you see him, Matt. Third in the National League at the moment in that category. And I tell you, there's nothing more valuable to a team than a guy that hits the ball with authority and drives in runs consistently. He did that right there, and he's been doing it all year.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far.
That just definitely gets away from him. Pretty sure you're not going to try to hit a guy on an 0-2 count with 2 outs.
Rain
But
them.
hey, this is new life for these guys, and you got to find a way to make this one work out for you.
Stepping in now, Heat Reyna, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. That's lifted the other way out to left. Braun giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. And he is in there.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away. Carlos Perez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a 9.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's 6-1.
Now batting,
Cesar Hernandez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
One 0 count. Here it is. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Cliff Lee will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Nieuwenhuis is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. We're back in Philly.
leading out for the Brewers, the left fielder, number 8, Ryan.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Lee steps into his windup. 0-1 on its way. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
First baseman, number 33.
Chris Carter will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, this was a wise decision here to hold on at first base. Even though that ball's off the wall, I think they would have had a good shot at throwing him out. So he holds on at first.
Kirk Nieuwenhuis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Scooped up, Galvis on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Domingo Santana started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail 6-1. Corey Knebel will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Odubel Herrera will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. When your team ERA is that high, the offense pretty much has to explode most games. They're going to have a chance. Hard to win ball games that way.
Evan Gattis will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Michael Franco will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. Around first, heading for second now.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Neuenhuis going back on it at the track. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there. He's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
In now, Pete Reyna. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Well, if you're going to hook a curveball away, you've got to have strong hands. And you'll see, this swing breaks down a little bit, but look at him get those hands through. Yank it to his pull side.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
It's just so hard to sit curveball when the pitch before is 96. It's almost something where you sit on one pitch.
Santana ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Oh, and this will give us a great look as we check it out in show motion. You can see him give it his all as this ball is just out of his reach. He's going to pay the price, too, as he crashes into that wall at full speed.
Michael Blazek will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Standing in now, Carlos Perez. Hill comes up with it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. Evan Gattis will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Aaron Hill will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Lee looks in. Here it is on 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting,
Number 7 will stand in here, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Not the kind of day he was hoping for. So let's see if he can get something going right here.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Garen Cecchini will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard to short. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Phillies 8 and the Brewers 1. Jeremy Jeffress will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Cesar Hernandez stands in as he looks at a called strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Just trying to go inside, but you see he kind of holds this one a bit too long, and just like that, leadoff guy's aboard.
Cliff Lee will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Now bunting is Lee as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. Odubel Herrera will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far. It's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting, right
Evan
fielder,
Gattis will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Grounded to short. To his left, VR. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Jonathan Lucroy comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Galvis is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Jonathan Villar will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. One out, nobody on. Grounded to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Ryan Braun will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To first, Reyna takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Phillies on top, 8-2. So standing in, Michael Franco, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Digging in, Jimmy Rocha, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pulled toward right center field. Santana moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now in the box, Reyna. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The batter number 13,
Freddie Galvis will dig in. He doubled his last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right. Santana is there. Let's see if they test it. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 9-1 ball game.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Carlos Perez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Hit to short. Villar is right there. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. 9th inning coming up. Chris Carter will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Herrera on the run. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 10. Kirk.
A reminder while we have a chance, we'll have post-game highlights from Philadelphia immediately following the conclusion of the game.
Kirk Neuenhuis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him, and the Phillies will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score.